Ladies and gentlemen, our national anthem, the Star Spangled Banner.
Now we're working. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to another night of On the Pole Racing here from the Figure Forum TV network here on YouTube. We're getting ready to give it all we got here from Navarra. We head on down here through the corners. Give me a moment here to go and pick up my to get my son of a gun. What did you call it here? Qualifying going on right now, and you see there Jeff Ward out there in front with a 1:41.152 is what his qualifying time is. We'll get to that here in just a moment. Well, we are looking here of the track, and it looks like there's 15 turns. I try to work through here and figure out where everybody is. All right, so there's that. So I don't have any nifty names here tonight for this race, like we have in the past with the terms like carousel and other names I forget. But green or checker flag has fallen here on practice. We'll get our grid momentarily. So yeah, there are 15 turns here tonight. And you got a hairpin there at turn number 13. Looks like we got about 13 drivers taking the grid. Jeff Ward holding on to pole position as qualifying has ended. We're just waiting for the last few cars here to finish up as time struck 0. Now we're looking there at Tom Crimmy. Lance Ripka went around. And now you got Graham Connolly there as well, as it has officially ended. Taking the grid here, just a moment. Oh, I'm sorry, we have warm-up. We got 5 minutes of warm-ups. All right, I need to keep that in mind. We got Tony Ratliff going out on track right now. And a Ford Mustang GT3 with Valvoline as the sponsor. Come down through 1, 2, here 3, a tight hairpin there at 3, and heading down there into turn number 4. Through 4, heading down here into 5. We'll go on board here. This is him coming through 6. And then into 7 is going to be this right-hand bend here at turn 7. Now you got a right-hand turn, 90 degree almost here at turn number 8. Down this straightaway. Crap, and that is not correct. Give me a moment as we got the wrong series there on that. Give me a moment and we will have that fixed quickly. Alright, as we're working through here. Yeah, there's still some things that we are working through here at the broadcast booth as we're getting back into the swing of things. I'm trying to find this driver thing. He just went through turn number 8 there, heading up to turn number 9. And then back out here to turn number 10. There we go. All right, gotta figure this out here. I know we had. All right, so there's our grid. That is gonna be Jeff Ward out front. Starting there on pole. And you got Tom Crimmy there in second. Martinez McComany there in third. Jamie MacArthur there in fourth. Mike McMillan will start there in fifth with Jamie Bray in sixth. Lance Ripka will be rolling off tonight in seventh with Greg Ratliff there in eighth. Graham Connolly in ninth with Tony Ratliff there in 10th. In 11th, that's going to be Robert Milbruth with Klaus Williams there in 12th. In 13th tonight, that's going to be Thomas Wolf. Some race information here tonight. Oh. Disregard that, but race information, it's going to be 104 out of the track, temp 78 degrees as your weather. Temperature, 45% humidity, partly cloudy with 2-mile-per-hour winds. That is your Regal Wrapz and Designs GT3 race info here tonight from the FMA Racing League. Now we're trying to get the everything set. Everybody's getting ready for the start of this race. Coming around the hairpin there. Looks like we're coming to the green flag. Jeff Ward out there in front. I am here. Just give me a moment here. We are getting situated. Down here through the corner, doing a great job here. Jeff Ward still out front. We got some excitement going on. Coming down there through, and dang it, get turned around here as following this course as we're coming there through 7 and 8. Back down here through the straightaway, heading into 9. We got Jeff Ward out front. And it looks like to be an Audi. Down here in corner number 13. It's a real hairpin, almost where it doubles back on itself completely. I worked through there, down here to turn number 14, which is a slight left hand. Then we come down here to another hairpin, and down here at turn 15, as you're on board there with Jeff Ward. Heading down here, he did a great job last season, running the Mustang. We're heading down here in the corner number 1 once again, heading through 2, up here through 3, and over to 4. Everybody doing a great job. We still got 56 minutes to go. Head on down through here to this front stretch. Down here through into corner number 1 they come once again. We're looking at 53 minutes to go. Still, as Jeff Ford is out front, followed by Tom Crimmy. And it seems like we've got a pretty decent race going on as everybody's still single file here, working through these tight corners. Down here through off of corner number 2 into through 3. And it looks like we have one driver who's having some connection issues there. That's the 91 of Thomas Wolf. I've seen him playing a little bit of hopscotch on the map. Down here into corner number 7 they go with Jeff Ford leading them. And then starting that second area, that's Jamie MacArthur. We're watching. As they roll down here into corner number 9. All right, as they work down here in the corner number 7 once again, down here through the straightaway, heading into corner number 9 as they just left turn 8. It is quite interesting to see these very, very tight turns here as we've got about 50 laps to go. Or I'm sorry, 50 minutes, not 50 laps, but 50 minutes left to go here in the Regal Wrapz GT3 series. All right, and apparently we have a problem with our live timing that I just now realized. Well, I have it on my end, but apparently you guys don't on your end. We're getting that fixed. All right, it is back. There we go. Live timing back up and running. The only thing is, you guys don't see a track map that I'm seeing. So hopefully it's keeping time. All right, it's keeping time. So I work down here out of corner number 3, heading over to 4. I head on down here through 4 into 5, here into that left-hander of 6, and then right to a 7, into 7, and then over here making a right 90-degree turn in through 8, as we were just on board with Jamie Bray. Down here through off of 8, heading down there to corner number 9 now. Great job here at Navarra. Off of 9. I guess that's not too terrible of a turn looking at it, but I don't fully know from a driver's seat standpoint. That one there is definitely tight. Coming there through off of 10 into 11. Then you got this tight one here as well. It almost doubles back. Oh, again, that one, again, I don't see too much. And again, I'm not in the driver's seat to fully tell. We got them coming down through 14, down through 15. And my track map is kind of goofy. I don't think the track map's supposed to operate the way it's operating, but it is what it is, I guess. And it's like one section of it is in reverse. So it skips going down there towards the start-finish line. Up here in the corner number 9 goes the 89 of Jeff Ward, followed by Tom Crimmy. But we're watching here Jamie Bray, Lance Ripka, Mike McMillan all right here. Along with, looks to be trying to figure out who's out there in front. That's 77, no, 75 of Jamie MacArthur. Back here in McLaren's. Back here in that red, white, and blue as Lance Ripka. Jamie Bray there in the McLaren. Number 41. Right in front of him is the 75 of Jamie MacArthur as they work down here through corner number 13. Down here in the 14. Before coming across in the 15 here, heading towards that start stripe. Around they go, down here through the straightaway, heading there through turn 1, heading to corner 2, in the 3 they go. All still fighting for positions back here, fourth through about 8th, maybe 9th. You got another group a little farther back from them. That's the 71 there of Graham Connolly, the 91 of Thomas Wolf, Robert Milbrath, Tony Ratliff, and Klaus Williams back here towards the back. Up front, it's still just the 3 of them battling it out. Graham Connolly and Tom. We'll go back here and look at this. Graham Connolly and Thomas Wolf crashed. Klaus Williams ended up off track. There you see the 71 of Graham Connolly getting sideways. Klaus Williams went off track. Thomas Wolf, we'll have to see what happened to him. See if he kind of did the same thing, going sideways. He's out here in a Porsche 911, I believe. Or no, that's not a 911, never mind. It's a Porsche, though. And he does. He just spins it around. Down here and through the straightaway, heading down here into corner number 1, which is a slight left or right-hand turn. Then you got the right-hand turn up here. You have 2 heading towards 3. 3 doubles back. Into this turn here, which is 4, down here in the 5. 6, hard left-hand turn. Then we got a right hand for 7, a right hand for 8. Great job by these guys. I'm not seeing too many off tracks here at the moment. The only 2 that I see off tracks for is Klaus Williams and McComany. F4 out front, that 89, Tom Crimmy there in second. Marcomany there in third as they head down the front straightaway here with this GT3 series. As we're on board here with a couple drivers. Jamie Bray coming down here in the corner number 1 out of Scranton, Pennsylvania. We're on board with Jamie Bray heading down here in the corner number 9. Around 10 into 11. And oh no, Jamie Bray loses it, hits the inside wall, has to collect it back up, and gets back on track down here in the corner number 13. We see Robert Milbrath has crashed. Another Porsche in trouble. Klaus Williams spinning it again. And that seems to be what a lot of this is it's just a lot of drivers ending up spinning their wheels and around they go. You see, he does the same thing once again, and then off track. Lance Ripka, we're looking at him here in position 5. That red, white, and blue Freedom-inspired machine. We head on down here in the corner through 9 into 10 and 11. Through 12, up here to that right-hand sharp turn of 13. "37 minutes still to go, 37 and a half minutes to go here in the Freedom Motorsports Alliance, I believe is what it is. Hopefully I've got that right. Freedom something Alliance is FMA for short. All right, so we got some pit stops going on. Jamie Bray first on the pit road, bringing with him Claus Williams. Graham Connolly decided to call it enough. And there's Jamie MacArthur back down here in this gravel pit. We're seeing drivers come to pit lane and come off. Claus Williams off of pit road now. We got Jamie MacArthur possibly with some problems to that race car. He's going to get out of the way of faster drivers. At 75, works through turn number 9. Jamie MacArthur really off pace. There you go, Jamie MacArthur into the pits. We got Marcomani coming up, and that's Lance Ripka once again off track. Jeff Ward out front in that Audi. We head down here in the corner. Number 13 up here into 14. Or I'm sorry, that's 13 there. Coming down into 14 now. Great job by these drivers here tonight. Putting on quite a show. Having some issues here and there, as we see with Jamie MacArthur on pit road with problems. Jamie Bray rolling along through in that number 41. Going a little wide there through that corner. He works his way down through off of 7 now, through 8, and now in the 9. Here comes the Genuine Draft Miller machine driven by Greg Ratliff. Coming down here to the stripe. And if you noticed, as I've been calling this, we are not calling it by the we're not calling it by laps. We're calling it by time left, and that is because they don't run laps, they run a time limit. And our time limit is the race distance. So when that hour is up, when he comes across the stripe, that is the end of the race. is how that works. I don't think they get a white flag. I'm not sure. They could. But again, I'm unsure. As I can't remember. Been a little bit since, been doing this since, PC was down. Been touching on that a few bits here and there. And here comes Greg Ratliff in the pit lane to take on his, whoa boy. Now we're back on board there with Tom Crimmy. Tony Ratliff on pit road. Jamie MacArthur still on pit road. Jeff Ward doing a great job out there in the only Audi. We got two Fords driven by Greg Ratliff and Tony Ratliff. And they roll down here into the corner. Here comes Jeff Ward through 11, 12, and heading up here into 13. The 16 of Klaus Williams coming down there through turn number 15, heading across the stripe. Oh, Jeff Ward down here. As we're on board with Jamie Gray. Hang on to it, Jamie. Don't lose it. As we saw there, Jamie Bray now coming down here into corner. Come on now, where am I at here? Lance Ripka in the number 52, coming through turn number 13. Down here through off of that. Down here into 14, heading to 15. There we see the start of pit road there. As Lance Ripka out of, I didn't quite catch it before it switched, but there's the 91 of Thomas Wolf out of Virginia. Jamie Bray out of Scranton, PA, as we said. Great job here by these drivers putting on a show. We are under 30 minutes to go, so we have reached halfway of the race here tonight at Navarra. Be a little tricky re-entering the track coming off the pit road whenever it's that tight. You know, you're entering in it right at the exit of pit lane. There is a turn as we're on board here with Mike McMillan. Trying to figure out which part of the track is kind of S-like. As by my track map, I'm not really seeing that. Now we're watching the number 80 of Mike McMillan coming there through turn number 11 and 12. Klaus Williams, Robert Milbrath crashed. Take a look at Robert Milbrath, see what happened to him. Most of the time what I'm seeing is it's just a matter of these drivers slamming the brakes and then them just getting it loose. We see he's trying to drift it around the corner. Slides it off, so it's not really a crash, but iRacing determined it was just because of how it happened. And then here is Klaus Williams. Almost same area. Got a lot of drivers trying to drift it through that corner. push it more than what they can. So same exact area for both Klaus Williams and Robert Milbrath. Jeff Ward out front. Got about a 6-second gap, 6.25 second gap over him, and second place, Tom Crimmy, sorry, as he heads down there off of corner number 3 up through 4, heading here through 5. Gonna make that left-hand turn for 6 before making the next right-hand turn of 7. So 6 and 7, it's almost like a S as you work through there. But you know, sooner you get that wheel turned left, and then you got to turn it right once again to navigate yourself through there. So it's kind of an odd S-bend going through 6 and 7. And Tom Crimmy sitting here coming through turn number 11 over to turn 12. Jeff Ward still out front. Heading down here through the start-finish line. As the likes of Mike McMillan, Greg Ratliff, Klaus Williams. Klaus Williams working through turn number 4. Heading up here in turn number 5 before hitting that right and left combination, or left and right combination, I should say, of 6 and 7. So there's 6. And here's 7. Laps or time slowly winding down. We see here Jeff Ward has caught up to some of them and putting them a lap down. And that's the Porsche of Thomas Wolfe. And right behind him is the 91. Oh, that is the 91. I'm sorry. I'm looking for the 45 of Robert Milbrath. Tony Ratliff next on the list. And looking at the track map isn't going to be too long. Before they adjust something there. We see Jeff Ward coming in for his pit stop. Or his second pit stop, I should say. You'll have to let me know what you think of the color scheme on the tower. As is Freedom Motorsports Alliance. tighten it up some. Oh, I guess the light that I gotta add a little more. There we go. That's better. Down here in the corner, number 9 goes the machine of Jeff Ward as he makes that right-hand corner down here through 10 into 11. And coming down the front straightaway, that's the number 6 of Tony Ratliff. And Greg Ratliff is going through about turn number 6 right now. Or that so-called little S, as I would want to call it, just because of how quick it changes from a left to right turn. Tom Crimmy there in second, doing what he can. Jamie Bray worked his way up now in the 3rd position as they work down here in the corner number 9. Jamie Bray and Ed McLaren working their way down. Most off track so far is going to go to the number 77 of Marcomany, who decided to call it done. Claus Williams also calling it done. Jamie MacArthur still out on track. 5 laps down, though. So Jamie MacArthur struggling a bit. Jeff Ward slowly catching here on the, trying to see who he's catching. It's a red machine. That's 75 of Jamie MacArthur. Jeff Ward about to put Jamie MacArthur another lap down here. MacArthur off track. Jeff Ward back to his bumper. We see MacArthur get out of the way, giving way to the leader of Jeff Ward. Tony Crimmy back here in second. He's working down here through the corners. He works back down here onto that front straightaway. Down there through turn number 3 into 4. Jamie Bray back here in 3rd. You got Mike McMillan right there behind him in at 80. Greg Ratliff right behind him. Tony Ratliff back here in 6th. Jeff Ward could be getting a Lance Ripka. .17.5 minutes remaining here for the Regal Wrapz and Designs GT3 Series with the Freedom Motorsports Alliance. Jeff Ward way out there in front. Got about a 7.5 second gap. 7.25 second gap, sorry. As they work down here through turn number 13, heading to 14. It is a little interesting how the mapping of this track, one, isn't showing up for you guys, but two, it's acting a little odd even for me as they head down here into corner number 4 over to 5. We're trying to find the exciting stuff here. Robert Milbrath having issues. Robert Milbrath back here into number 45. You can see the front end of that machine a little damaged up as he gets off track. Tom Crimmy crash coming out of the pits. Oh, coming into the pits. Mike McMillan back here in 4th, right behind Jamie Bray. Going to see if he can try to catch him here as we're winding down to 15 minutes to go. Mr. Crack in there in that number 8. They head there through 11 into 12. Definitely a lot of tight turns. Let's go ahead and we'll take a lap with the next driver that comes across the start-finish line. Which very well could be Jamie Bray. So we'll take a lap with him. We run down here as he's coming off of the corner, coming down that straightaway where the start-finish line is. Down here into corner number 1. Through 2, up here into 3. Then we come down here into 4. Long sweeping left-hander for 5. Then into 6. And then a quick overshot into 7. Then we got 8. And there's 15 turns total. These guys are definitely got to be feeling this after this race. We're making that right-hander through 9. Heading down here through 10. Coming into turn 11. Now, that's just how quickly they can move through corners here at Navarra. Now here through 12. Heading up here into 13. Get through 13. Now you're heading through 14. And then into 15. And you're back to where you started. That's a lap around Navarra with Jamie Bray. take a lap with Jeff Ward as well. He's the quickest one on the racetrack. You see here with Jeff Ward, we're coming out of corner number 13, down here into 14. Hang on to it, coming through 15. Down here into corner number 1. Just a slight right hand. Through 2, another slight right hand. Then you go into this hard third turn. You see, he's got the 52 of Lance Ripka right there in front of him. Lance gets out of the way, lets him around. Lance Ripka goes a lap down as they head down here into corner number 9. Now, one thing I find interesting about these cars, they don't necessarily have a rear view camera there in the middle of the car. They have a rear view camera. Which I guess provides an unobstructed view to the rear of the vehicle. Down here through the straightaway, we're back to where you started now. Under 10 minutes to go here with the FMA Regal Wrapz and Designs GT3 series this Monday evening. And we're going to be bringing you the FFTv super late models here on Friday night. Thursday, we have a brand new league starting up, WCXRA, and we're going to be trying to become the home for it here at FFTv. They are running 34 Legend Coupes at 7 o'clock at the 20-week season. At 10 o'clock, it's going to be the Pro Truck Series. And this Thursday, the 34 Legends go to Stafford. And the Pro Trucks will be taking on Crandon Short. Be sure if you're on iRacing to check them races out, as they are already in the hosted section ready to go live when the time is right. Winner of each series will also get a trophy at the end of it, courtesy of us working with RCC. Here tonight, though, with the FMA series, Regal Wrapz GT3 are taking on down here through the front straightaway. And we are planning on runner-up also getting a plaque, but that's still in the works. Down here, off of corner number 15 comes the 89 of Jeff Ward. 6 3/4 of a minute to go. Great job here tonight by these drivers as they work along here with time winding down. You're looking at about 5 laps to go. Maybe 4 laps to go. Maybe 3. No. Yeah, you're definitely looking at about 3 laps to go. Jeff Ward comes rolling down there off of turn number 5, heading up there into turn number 6. There comes Jamie Bray, still trying to fight for that 3rd spot. Currently hanging on to it as he holds down here in off of 15, heading towards the start-finish line. Great shot looking down there in the corner number 15 as they roll off down here into the straightaway. There comes the number 5. As you saw him back there in the shot, that was Greg Ratliff. Heading on down through. It is still Jeff Ward out front. Tommy Crimmy there in 2nd. Jamie Bray 3rd. Mike McMillan there in 4th. Greg Ratliff there 5th. Tony Ratliff there in 6th. Coming down to 5 minutes to go. You see there the number 80. Nope, they're looking back now to 23 of Tommy Crimmy. And there's the 41 of Jamie Bray. As we work down here. A lot of jumping around here to try to catch the action around Navarra. Now we're back with Jamie Bray coming down here off of corner number 9 through 10 and into 11. Now we're back down watching Tom Crimmy. He goes around Lance Ripka, I believe, there in the 52. Tom Crimmy out there in 2nd. Don't think he's got really much of a prayer to trying to catch Jeff Ward unless Jeff Ward goes off track here in the next 2 laps. That's how many laps will remain. Jeff Ward works his way through 9. Here comes Tom Crimmy up into 9. And Jamie Bray going around there in 3rd, but quite a ways back. And he is 40 seconds off of Jeff Ward. Look at that, 40. No, that's 40 seconds off of Tom Crimmy. He's 49, almost 50 seconds off of Jeff Ward. On start line here, 2 laps to go. Jeff Ward comes across. And he rolls down there through turn number 3, head into 4. And 91 of Thomas Wolf may be in jeopardy of going a lap down, but we will have to yet and see. As he ended up, well, he pulled it to a stop. Well, rather not, he didn't pull it to a stop. He has crashed as Thomas Wolf and Robert Milbrath. Here you'll see Thomas Wolf come down through. We've seen a lot of drivers, they end up losing it right through this stretch. And then he loses it up here, definitely. So a minute and a half left to go. Final lap here for Jeff Ward. He got the white flag. A minute left. Jeff Ward is going to complete this lap, and the race will be over. He works his way down through off of corner number 9. Battle to keep an eye on still is going to be for that 3rd place. Jeff Ward comes through here through 11 and 12. And the 13. Jamie Bray is coming up there through turn number 6 into 7. Jeff Ward comes across into turn number 4. Or, sorry, not turn number 4. That's the final turn on most racetracks, not on road courses. Turn number 15, coming down the front straightaway. It's going to be Jeff Ward for the win. Tom Crimmy coming off up turn number 15 as well, coming down there for the win as well. Next, it's going to be Jamie Bray back here in 3rd as he's still working off a 10 down into 11. Working there through 11, now into 12 right here. Time running out for Mike McMillan, and he's got to get up there and do something if he wants that 3rd spot. They roll here off of corner number 13, down here into 14. I don't know if McMillan's going to have anything for that guy in front of him, Jamie Bray, as they roll down here into 15. Jamie Bray rolls off, and it's going to hold it and going to keep that 3rd spot as they roll across the line. There comes Mike McMillan right behind him. Greg Ratliff rolling off through turn number 15. Here comes Tony Ratliff. He's coming down there off of turn number 13 right at the moment. A little farther behind. He's the last one to finish the race. Oh, great job there by these drivers. They finished this one out. Here comes Tony Ratliff. Oh, boy. Great job there by these drivers. We're going to go ahead and get our results. Results being Jeff Ward out there in front. Oh, crap. Forgot to change that. Tom Crimmy, there 2nd. Jamie Bray 3rd. Mike McMillan there 4th. Greg Ratliff in 5th. Tony Ratliff in 6th. Thomas Wolf there 7th. Lance Ripka there 8th. Robert Milbrath there in 9th. Jamie MacArthur there in 10th. Klaus Williams there 11th. Matthias McComey there in 12th. Graham Connolly there in 13th. And do not pay any attention to that league there, as that is the wrong league. Up for what we're doing here tonight. This is the FMA, whose logo has been up in the top left-hand corner of your screen all night long. We definitely want to thank everybody for coming out and enjoying. All right, here we go. Let's see if we can get a hold of some of our winners, starting with Jamie Bray, who finished 3rd. Good evening, Jamie. How's it going?
Very good. Thank you, Adam. Very good.
Oh, I'll tell you, it's great to be back.
Yeah, we're really happy to be back in the booth again. We certainly miss you. race, and certainly can't wait to watch it after I get out of here tonight.
It was definitely fun calling it, and it's always interesting going to tracks I've never been at. That's the whole trick to this whole series is I've never been really road course racing. So especially with the GT3 cars.
Yeah, I mean, it was certainly an interesting race for me as well. I've never raced here before. This is the first time I've been here. Getting a little used to this car at a technical track like this was a little bit difficult. I'm usually in the Corvette or the Audi, but this is the first time I had a chance to drive the McLaren here, and it was a lot of fun.
Well, I'm just curious because we did take an onboard ride with you through a lap. We also took one with Jeff. And I noticed that these cars can look like they're a handful, and you're really working that wheel quite a bit. How's your arms feeling after tonight?
Well, actually, after the Daytona 24, they were a little sore. But overall, I mean, these technical tracks like that are very, very driver specific, and Jeff's going to be fast everywhere, but the technical tracks make it very fun. The guys were talking about how this was like very similar to like a little go-kart track, but it just makes it fun and enjoyable. I think I rode with Mike McMillan for like the whole race and just made it a whole lot of fun.
Yeah, it definitely looked like I can see where they're saying about it being almost like a go-kart track, or even from my standpoint, I've been driving the Legends right now, and really enjoying the 34 Legends coupes. And this past week they were at Charlotte. It was a Charlotte road course, and that definitely felt like I was on the dang go-kart track. So I definitely get the reference.
Yeah.
So those sponsors or shout-outs you want to give here tonight, getting there in the third place?
Well, certainly, I wanted to give you a shout out to you for getting back in the booth. We certainly miss having you out here and welcome you back for sure. Thanks to all the RGR drivers for coming out and racing with us tonight, and hopefully we'll see a couple more soon. And I just want to thank all the drivers who ran in the FMA on the FMA teams for the Daytona 24, finishing P1 and P2 for two separate teams. Congratulations to all of our drivers, and thank you for being a part of it.
Yeah, I'll be honest. I know you asked me to give a shout out to that, and I forgot to until you just mentioned it.
That's okay.
But yeah, definitely congrats to you guys for doing a great job during the Daytona 24 for both teams. One bringing home the win, and another for getting second place. That's definitely an accomplishment.
Yeah, we're really excited about it, and certainly have more special events in store in the future.
Well, we'll keep an eye out for that, and we know we're here now, so Friday night should be an exciting one as we take on the super late models, right?
That's right. Super late model this Friday night, going green here just after 9 o'clock.
Alrighty, well, we'll see you then, and you have yourself a great night.
Thank you, Adam.
To be back, and definitely fun race.
Thank you, Adam. Have a good night. Appreciate you.
You too. All right, so my camera's still goofing up some. Get with our second place driver, Tom Crimmy. We'll see if I'm saying that last name right. Good evening, Tom. How's it going? Oh, Tom?
Yep, got you.
There we are. All right. How do you say your last name?
Crimmy.
Crimmy?
Yep, that's it. You got it.
Okay. I was pronouncing it Crimmy, but I just wanted to make sure I was pronouncing it correctly.
I usually hear it 4 or 5 different ways, so you nailed it.
I'm usually pretty good, so it's interesting though whenever you get a bunch of different names that you don't know fully how it's going to say. Like the gentleman that finished 12th tonight, I'm not completely sure on that name.
Keeps you on your toes, right?
Yeah, it does. I think it's Matthias McComic or something. It's
Don't ask me.
But congrats on second place on this technical track out there. How are you feeling after running that track tonight?
I'm feeling pretty good. It's a fun track to run. You get you get the braking wrong in certain corners where you're having to turn in, and you can lose the rear pretty quick, especially in that Porsche. So I'm feeling pretty good. You know, we're on the podium, so happy about that.
Yeah.
Jeff ran an awesome race out front, but yeah, feeling pretty good at the end.
It's gonna be interesting when we finish up this little 6-race series and get into the main series there later in the year. Exactly how if Jeff Ward's going to have anything, or if anybody's going to have anything for Jeff Ward.
Yeah, we'll see. He's really dominated these last few races. Last race we were pretty close, sticking behind him, and we were able to push on him pretty good. I just never really got a chance to pass him at the last track. I felt like there was more opportunities maybe here to pass, but we stuck around him until about lap 8, and then I think we lost the draft on the front stretch, and he just pulled away.
Well, it definitely was fun to watch, and it looks like you were giving it all you had, just didn't quite have enough.
Yeah, no, definitely. It was definitely gave it all I had. The lap times started coming off though, like right after lap 8 there for me, and Jeff just stayed consistent the entire race. He did a great job up there, and I wasn't able to be consistent enough behind him and keep up with him. So after the pit stop, I thought maybe I can get the fastest lap in on him and steal a point that way. But I put in a good lap, 141.0, and then he comes back with a 147.7. So guy can really drive, and just trying to do my best to keep up with him.
Yeah, he's a real good, tough competitor out there in these GT3s.
Heck yeah, he's fun to drive against. Even when we're battling in the front there, we had a little battle last week, and I'm looking forward to hopefully having some more battles coming up here in the next few weeks.
All right, well, congrats on second place. You got any shout-outs or anything you want to give here?
Yeah, you guys doing the broadcast. Definitely appreciate you guys doing that. Everyone who puts the league together. It's a lot of fun to come out here and drive with these guys on Monday nights. So big shout out to those guys.
All righty. Well, you have yourself a great night, and we'll see you. If you don't run in the super late models, we'll see you next Monday in the GT3s.
All right, brother. Go Birds. See ya.
What was that last part?
Go Birds.
Go Birds.
You got it.
Let me guess, you're cheering on the Eagles?
Yeah, just a little bit. We're just outside of Philadelphia here, so
Okay.
it's going to be a big few weeks coming up.
Yeah, it is. I cheer the Eagles on myself. I'm north of Pittsburgh.
Oh, nice. Awesome, man. Well, let's put it all. Let's see if they can go all the way this year.
Yeah, they put nerve-wracking the other day, but we got through.
Yeah, less snow this week I think will help a little bit, so it'll be a little less nerve-wracking, hopefully.
Hopefully. So you have yourself a great night, and we'll see you around.
You too. See ya.
All right, that was our second place winner of Tom Creamy. Now to get with our winner, Jeff Ward. Good evening. Good evening, Jeff. Jeff, you there?
Yeah, I got you.
There you are. All right. You just don't seem to be able to be stopped.
Man, I tell you what, things are definitely flowing right now. We come to this track and didn't know much about it. Earlier today, before the race and before official practice, I went in there and I got about an hour of seat time in and tried the Mustang and the Acura. And man, this Acura is just hooked up on pretty much the past 3 tracks. I mean, every week I try both cars, and this thing, it's hard to beat it. It's really hooked up, gets off the corners good, and Tom was right there with us for a long time. He's fast, but was able to execute pit stops good and get another win here. It's awesome.
Well, did you run the Daytona 24 as well?
Now, I really wanted to. Man, sounds like them guys had a blast, but I had some things going on and couldn't get to it. But congrats to them on. I heard one of the teams won, and man, that's freaking awesome. That's a tough race to sit through and drive through right there.
Yeah, Team 2 won. Team 1 got second place.
Yeah, that's impressive. Especially I heard it was in the rain, so that's really tough.
Well, you think this series is going to go in the rain at all?
It's up to Jamie. I'd love to see a couple rain races. Kind of throw a monkey wrench into everything we're used to. Yeah, do some rain races. Let's get some mud and grab on the track and just go at it.
I don't know if them Porsche guys would like it too well.
There's a lot of Porsche guys out there tonight. I haven't driven that car, but apparently that thing must be pretty good because a lot of guys seem to like it.
Well, it was a mixed bag here tonight because you had Tom Crimmy there following you up behind you with the Porsche, but you had guys like like Klaus Williams and Robert Milbrath. They couldn't keep it on the track.
Yeah, it was real slick out there. There's a couple spots that you get a little sketchy, especially going down into 1 and 2 there. If you get loose at all, the car's it takes off. So luckily was able to avoid that tonight. But yeah, Tom's really good, and man, it's still a tight points battle. He won't let me get away, so I guess we're gonna battle all the way down to the last race.
Well, that's the way you want it to. That's the way us fans want it to be anyway.
It just makes it stressful for me, but I see what you're talking about though.
I know it's stress on the driver, but from a fan standpoint, it just creates a little bit more fun for us.
Oh yeah, for sure.
But congrats there on the win. Who's your shout out you want to give here tonight?
Yeah, just shout out to Jamie and everybody behind the scenes keeping the league going. Graham. Yeah, thanks to Lexington Brewing and Distilling. Don't have them on the car right now, but they've been with me for a handful of years now on the oval side. Thanks to you for doing the broadcast. And I think it's about it tonight.
Definitely had a blast watching, and definitely whenever I was looking at track map here tonight, I'm used to that. You know, road courses giving fancy names to their corners. I couldn't find any of that for this track. It was just turn 1 through 15.
Yeah, I have no clue. I just went out there and drove them. If you asked me the name, I couldn't tell you one turn.
That's right. I was calling the final turn 4 for a good bit of the night. It's like, no, that's turn 15, not turn 4. Turn 4 was way back there.
It's all about the same difference, I think.
But congrats again on your victory tonight, and we'll you racing the super late models as well.
We got a poker league we do on a Friday night, so that kind of keeps me from being able to run that. But if we ever aren't playing poker, I'll definitely jump in there with them.
You do anything Thursday nights?
I think the girlfriend's got me tied up most Thursday nights. I'm lucky enough to get the race on Mondays, but yeah, we'll see, man.
Yeah, because Double CXR, they got a league that's starting up, and they're running the 34 Legends over all types of racetracks. We should be having fun.
You don't want to see me in a Legends car. I would spin out probably the first turn.
I wasn't sure, considering you enjoyed these road courses. I didn't know if you were going to check them out on the road side or not.
Oh, it's road course Legends cars. That might be a little different.
Well, we hit road course, dirt oval, and oval.
Wow, so yeah, that's a pretty wild one. No, man, yeah, if I'm ever free on a Thursday, we'll do it.
Just looking to recruit right now is pretty much the stage we're in. But you guys are doing great over here, and you guys look like you're having a blast. And definitely, again, congrats to the two teams that did so well in the Daytona 24. That is not an easy feat.
No, sir. It is awesome.
So, congrats again, Jeff, and we'll see you next week, I guess.
All right, man. Thank you.
All right, you have yourself a great night. All right, that'll wrap it up here from Navarra as Jeff Ward takes home the win with Tom Crimmy there second, Jamie Bray in third. We want to thank all you for tuning in here, and we want to thank our sponsor there in the right-hand corner of the screen as well, Red Rod. They were on the screen all night tonight as well, so thank you for them for their contributions to FMA. And I know we appreciate just the time to be here at FFTv and Regal Wrapz and Designs, and us for helping put on the road series here this Monday evening. So we're glad to be back. It was a fun time to be back, and we can't wait to see what the future holds. Thank you all for tuning in to the racing action here tonight on FFTv. We'll catch you around.